So, next question, final question is from Rosie by email. She asked me this a while ago, and it was the damage caused by, will the damage done to my body by drinking alcohol ever be repaired? And it depends what type of damage, doesn't it really, if you're talking about the liver is one of the few organs in your body that can regenerate, that can repair itself. And so long as the damage hasn't gone too far, in other words, so long as it hasn't gone into cirrhosis, then it can heal itself. Cirrhosis is scarring, so it's like if you get a deep cut on your hand, it produces a scar, and there's not a lot that they can do about it. There's certain treatments that you can have, surgical, that can reduce the overall scarring, but I can't imagine that ever working on a liver. Maybe in the future, sometime they're going to have that, but not now. When you're talking about overall damage to your body, I think one of the main things is that it's up to you to do what you can to heal yourself. I was listening to a doctor on YouTube the other day, and he was talking about patients in hospital, and he was saying, patients coming in and out of the doctor's surgery, and he said that about 80% of people that come through the doors of the hospital that are being treated in hospitals or that have been treated in surgeries are there because of conditions and conditions that are self-inflicted. So obesity, problems with lungs because they're smoking, drinkers, people who are taking too many pills and potions for this and that, and instead of trying to deal with things, they go down to the doctor and expect a magic solution. Another area is not just because of what people are doing to themselves, but what they're not doing. So they're not eating healthily, and they're not getting the right nutrition, and because they're thinking negatively, they're not giving themselves enough positive thinking. I know it's got a bad rep, positive thinking, but it's essential, and whatever way you want to look at it, it's just being nice to yourself, talking good to yourself. There's a lot to be said for it. Telling yourself that you can do things and that you are a good person, and just because you've had a so-called failure, it doesn't make you into a failure. You have to learn by your mistakes and look at your failures as, there's a whole movement surrounding positive thinking, and just by thinking positively isn't going to help you. It's not the be all and end all. It's not the magic pill. If you don't combine it with other things, there has to be combined with positive action. You can think all you want about being positive and be positive about everything until the day that you die, but if you don't do something about it, then it's all useless. As far as repairing the damage, when you do stop drinking, your body finally is able to concentrate on getting rid of the alcohol out of your system and repairing some of the damage, and putting some of the resources that you've got in the body that it's been pushing towards ridding itself of the alcohol, finally towards getting rid of of repairing and regeneration. And I think we all know that the human body is an absolutely fantastic, marvelous piece of kit, a bit of machinery, whatever you want to call it. Is the whole thing is to try and help your body out as much as you can. There's no point in just sitting there and saying, well, I'm stopping drinking and my body is this fantastic thing and it's going to do it on its own. You need to get out and exercise. I mean, exercise does so much for you. You know, even if it's only just walking, you don't need to do much more than that. It's getting the air circulating around your body. It just does so much for you. You know, if you combine that with good nutrition, with eating proper food, and avoiding the bad shit, if you have those three things in your life: positive, good self-talk, positive nutrition, and exercise, then if you do those things, you're just giving your body every chance of recovering and healing itself. You know, there are going to be things that you can't do. I mean, God knows what damage I've done over my life to 30 years of drinking. I think I've done more damage with my smoking than I did with my drinking. But even that, you know, they say once you're off if you can stay away from cigarettes for 20 years, I think it is, that it's like you never started smoking in the first place. But there are stages in between that, obviously, when your body is trying to heal. It's trying to get rid of the tar and, you know, all the poisons, the toxins that are inside your body. So, and it's the same with alcohol. You know, it's just give it a chance and give it as much help as you can do. Give it as much help as you can give it. You've every chance of healing anything. So until next time, I'm Kevin O'Hara for Alcohol Mastery. Onwards and upwards.